Operation Fortune. This is the new Guy Ritchie film. I saw it last night. It was fine. I'm reviewing this on my second channel because I do want because there's just so much coming out in March this month that some of these smaller movies like this and probably 65 come out this weekend. I'm going to be reviewing on my second channel while I review the bigger ones like Scream and stuff on the main channel. But yeah, I saw this movie and here's the thing with Guy Ritchie. I've seen a couple of his movies. I've seen Snatch and some of the bigger ones, and then I've seen like Aladdin. I did not like that movie. It was bullshit. I saw Wrath of Man, and I saw that King Arthur movie. And you just watch these Guy Ritchie movies recently, and while he has some undeniable classics and he's got some talent to him, it's kind of like, what are you even doing anymore, man? His movies aren't that great anymore. This movie was fine. Um, Someone put it best. I forget who said this. This movie is like Mission Impossible, but like Guy Ritchie's Mission Impossible. Now I'm talking like the early Mission Impossible stuff, not like the later ones. And that's kind of I agree with that settlement because like it's got some of that edge to it kind of thing like Mission Impossible and things like that. So if you like those kind of movies, I think this is a fun movie, but it just feels like an early Guy Ritchie movie, not in a good way though. Like this is a movie that he would have made in the early 2000s, like and that was fine and didn't really do much or whatever. It's just kind of forgettable that I. It's a little sad that this movie is just being thrown out. I can tell you, Scream or not Scream, Creed 2 is or not Creed 2, Creed 3 is doing awesome this weekend, and then you got this movie that's just kind of there, like hi, I'm here, and apparently it's supposed to come out last year. It has been finished since last year, I believe, and then they just put it on a shelf. And it's really not a terrible movie. I think if you really like Guy Ritchie movies, go watch this movie. You'll have a good time. Maybe it doesn't need to be seen in the theater. Maybe watch it at home because I feel like that's. But I also think if you have the opportunity to go in the theater, probably should just to support these filmmakers who are being treated like shit because this is a shitty thing to have your movie just thrown out there with no marketing for no reason. I don't care what the quality of your movie is. Marketing should happen for movies. There's no reason that these studios should be funding these projects and just kind of throwing them out there like they do. I think it's disrespectful to the artist, no matter the quality of the movie or not. These movies need push. And so I think that when this happens, we should try to go and support them, especially if the movie's good. And this movie, while it's not good, it's okay. I think that the Guy Ritchie fans will love this movie, and I know because I work at a movie theater and I was taking tickets for this movie. Those were the only people watching this movie were hardcore Guy Ritchie fans, and they were telling me how much they had a great time. They also really enjoyed Jason Statham in the movie, who I'm not a big fan of. I think why is because in recent years, Jason Statham has become the Liam Neeson nowadays, where he's just kind of doing the same thing all over the place. But he was good in this movie. And Audrey Plaza was surprisingly really good. I really enjoyed her performance in this movie. She had a lot of fun in the movie. But yeah, I think if you enjoy Guy Ritchie movies, it's worth a check out. It's not as good as I was hoping it was going to be. It was just kind of there, and I had a decent time with it. But I feel like we're just at a point where some of these studios just keep throwing out these movies, and really, if they put more marketing and push for this. This could have been a Wrath of Man. Wrath of Man did pretty decent when it came out, and there was a good push for that movie. And now there's nothing for this movie. I'm not really sure why this is happening to Guy Ritchie. He definitely has an audience and a fan base who want to come watch and support his movies, but for some reason they're not being told about his movies. I don't know. Very interesting to see what happens with this movie.